Today's reading comes out of Psalms 146:5, which says, "But joyful are those who have the God of Israel as their helper, whose hope is in the Lord their God." In reference to this, I like this verse, but I want to go back a couple verses before this. Because we have to remember that King David was the one who wrote the book of Psalms. When we talk about singing praises to my God with my dying breath, don't put your confidence in powerful people. There is no hope for you there. This is really relevant when you're talking about, but be joyful. But joyful are those who have God as their helper. Basically, it's telling you that people that are of power, that are in the government, are not people that you should really rely on, because they're human. They're not God. God always has the final say. And we're supposed to be joyful no matter who is ruling the land at the time that we are on it. And so, in spite of what you feel about who's governing and how they're governing our land, it specifically says that the reason for this is because we are not supposed to worship government. We are supposed to worship God. And it says, when they breathe their last breath, they return to earth, which tells you they are not God. Our government does not have the final say, even though we've got all these judges and court officials and all these politicians and political authority. They're not, they still, all of them, just like me and you every day in life, know that God calls us home, and we all return to the earth, which is where we came from. God created Adam out of the earth. And for those who know the book of Genesis, when you talk about it in reflection of this, it's a kind reminder that God is in charge, no matter what people feel or what their governing includes. So pay attention to that. Pay attention to the word, study it and learn it, and because it will start to come alive for you, and you will see these the results of these actual verses if you pay attention to people's circumstance. God knows when we've been hurt. He knows how to heal us because he's our creator. And in the process of that, knowing that when our government is hurting us, that's not who we're supposed to worry about, because they never have the final say. God does. And knowing that, we're supposed to be joyful regardless of what the judges and all of these governmental people bring down upon us. So remember that as you walk your journey every day, to be joyful regardless of what decision our authority is governing with God's love. God bless America. Have a blessed day. Back to badge and support the Purple Gang.